It's late at night. You're an aging millennial living in your parents' basement. You could hear your dad proudly fucking the shit out of your mom directly above you upstairs. The bed squeaks and the floorboards creak. You stare at the wall intently, contemplating life itself. To drown out the sounds of internal sorrow and regret, you decide to play Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion for the very first time in your life. And holy shit. Not even a minute into booting the game up and you're blown the fuck away thanks to epic music that hammers the absolute shit out of every single numb sense left inside of your mortal coil. You quickly start the game not knowing what to expect. It loads up and you're greeted to a cutscene with Patrick Stewart telling you some shit. A few minutes later you find yourself in the character creator where you give your best attempt to sculpt a face that doesn't look fucking stupid. After spending 20 hours making the best character in the world, you're finally ready to play the game. You find yourself starting out in a jail cell for no fucking reason whatsoever. Slowly processing the entire ordeal, some dickhead elf starts shit-talking you. It doesn't take long before some assholes come in and force you into timeout for no reason whatsoever. They give you some shit for something you had no control over, and then Patrick Stewart comes along and tells you that you're the man of his dreams. Aw shit. You're casually told to fuck off before a secret passage opens up, closely trailing these scumbags through dark corridors. You eventually get a front row seat at watching one of them get their ass beat and die almost instantly. Not spending any time to mourn their fallen comrade, the group tells you to fuck off once again. You watch as your only method of escaping prison fades away right before your eyes. But as luck would have it, a wall breaks open and some pissed off rats swarm out. You massacre the living shit out of them and then make your way through the newly opened passage. You proceed with caution, punching the living shit out of every breathing thing that stands in your way. It doesn't take long before you once again cross paths with Patrick Stewart and the two remaining dickheads from before. They make you their torch-holding bitch and reluctantly let you tag along. You're eventually led to a dead end with the Emperor where you're told to guard him with your life. You let him die anyways, but not before he tells you to find some fucking dude who knows where the last surviving heir is. You're tasked with finding this fucker before being sent on your merry way through some sewers filled with more shit for you to punch the living fuck out of. Finally, after all of that time, you're introduced to the open world, and man is it epic. You decide that you won't delay and head to Wayne Priory, but instead get distracted by random ass shit anyways. After fucking around collecting vegetables and punching the shit out of every animal along the way, you finally make it to your destination. You head inside and find Joffrey, who tells you to head to Kvatch to find the heir. Before you head off, he gives you some free shit that you gleefully take. You use this opportunity to grift from everyone at Wayne Priory before heading off to Kvatch, but not before taking a detour getting sidetracked in the Imperial City. During your time exploring the city, you stare at an Argonian and a Redguard as they beat the living shit out of each other. This helps you learn how to punch the fuck out of shit way better than before. This also inspires you to take a break from finding the heir and instead join the arena where you get to unleash your bloodlust and punch the living fuck out of things. You rise the ranks fast, making sure no one escapes your brutal rage. Eventually, you're granted a moment of rest and use that opportunity to help some dude who you find out had an orc mom who got fucked by a vampire. You break the news to him and he gets depressed as shit to the point where he lets you kill him. And finally, after a long, arduous journey, you have become the grandest champion in the world. Unfortunately, you come to the realization that you shouldn't waste any more time and skip the celebrations. You recognize that you should refocus on the task at hand and continue your journey. With your weird-ass looking fan by your side, you remember your initial goal of heading to find the Septim heir. And so it is with your newfound glory that you head off to Kvatch, wondering what perils might lie in wait for you there.